All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me here. My name is Trevor. People at work call me TK, so I'm doing a little feeler video here to see if people are interested in the things that I'm going to talk about in the build I've got going on. So we'll start with the muscle car era is back. We have the Charger and the Challenger, and the Camaros and the Mustangs, and all those car makers are kind of bringing their old cars back and making them way better than what they have been in the past. So I believe the muscle car era is here. It's popular. It's doing good. Mopar is really hitting it hard with the two cars that they currently have. So behind me, my car is a '66 Dodge Charger. It is the first gen of the Charger. It's the reason why we have Charger. So about my car, I've had this for quite a few years, since 2002, 2003 or something. I've had it since I was like 16. It's my first car I've ever owned. I haven't ever driven it because I've been taking it apart. So that's why it looks the way it does now. And I thought this was perfect, to do like a build with you guys watching. So from the factory, my car came with a 318 single barrel, nothing crazy. But when I purchased it, it had a 440 and a 747 transmission, and I think the person before me was drag raced it and all that. So my idea for this car is to do like a resto mod build. I'm going to take a little bit old, take some of the new, and add and remove some things that I kind of want to avoid. So some ideas I've got for my car here is to shed some weight. These are heavy cars. This one's long. It's a pretty long car. Everything's made out of steel. Not a lot of plastic. So I want to shed some weight. The front fenders are steel, the hood is steel, the doors are heavy. So if I can hopefully get them made out of carbon fiber, I think that'd be pretty awesome. Save some weight. The front end had these headlights that rotated, and the headlight housing and the headlight bulbs and then the motor that turned them weighed quite a bit altogether. So I think do a little something custom with the front end. The Challenger had the dual headlights on each side, so maybe I can get that to fit in. We'll see. Not sure, but saving some weight, doing some new stuff on the inside. Just making it kind of look like it's new, but it's old. I think that'll look awesome on this type of car. 66 and 67 were the only 2 years that they did this body style. 68, 69 was the more common, more liked body style that people seek out. So to see these is kind of rare. Let's see, I want to do like a new engine. I've got a 440, but it would be nice to do like a newer engine, a 6.2 liter Hemi, Hellcat Demon engine, maybe Elephant. We'll see, new tires, new rims, stuff to kind of spice it up. New interior, new carpet, new seats, stuff like that. I need a new K member if I'm going to run a different engine. If I'm going to stick with the 440, I can use the same K member. But yeah, maybe like a 4-link rear end, something that has better traction. Excuse me. Maybe a rear end from a Charger or Challenger, if it can be modified to work on an older car. I don't know. We'll do some new seats, We'll do some car audio, because I still want to use this, almost like an everyday driver with the modern things you have in a car now. I wouldn't drive it every day, but as much as I could. So car audio, just make the creature comforts. Another thing too, do some safety things on it. These are old cars. They weren't built around the idea of keeping the driver and passengers safe. So I've seen these seen older cars get in accidents, and they don't hold up well. So I don't really want to do like a roll cage inside, but I want to do something that's going to protect us on the inside. It is a unibody, so a subframe connector would definitely help out in that aspect as well. But maybe some type of structure inside. Nothing that kind of looks like it sticks out, but enough where it's going to protect me and my family if we're ever in the vehicle. So like I said, mash up a little bit of the new Charger, new Challenger into this. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to look sweet. The car looks sweet already, the way that the body style is with this fastback. Most cars nowadays, supercars, they have that roof line that goes all the way to the very end of the car. And I think that looks awesome. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other people out there who think the same thing too, because they're buying those vehicles. So I think this is going to be a pretty awesome build. In the future, I'll be working on the car. I'll be sanding it down. I'll be removing some stuff. I've already got some stuff removed now. And then I'll be adding stuff. And if there's anything that needs welding, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to sand the whole outside of the vehicle, see what areas need attention. Maybe bring it somewhere to have the inside of the car sandblasted or media blasted. The floorboards are pretty good, but we won't really know anything until we get it sandblasted and can see the bare metal better. So in future videos, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm also going to run through a bunch of parts, ideas, stuff that I've seen, just as simple as doing modifications to an older carbureted engine block. There's ways to lighten them up. There's ways to make them more fuel efficient. There's ways to get more power out of them. There's tons of parts out there. And then another thing too, I found some interesting things with wiring. So the old fuse blocks back then, they worked, not the greatest, and you have issues. But there's products out there that can help us with the wiring process, make it easier, make it more efficient, and less confusing. There's products out there that make this stuff so easy. So you could be doing a race car build, you could be doing a custom car build, you could be doing a resto mod like this, or maybe just you have a certain car where the wiring is totally horrible. Excuse me. And you want something to kind of fix that. Well, there's stuff out there. So hopefully I can get some companies on board to help with this build. There's some awesome companies out there with tons of products, tons of stuff for old cars, tons of stuff for new cars. There's universal stuff where it'll work for almost anybody, depending on what you got sometimes. So we'll be doing it in my garage here. Man, I'm probably going to take you for a little walk around the vehicle, show you some stuff that I'm a little worried about. It is an older car, and whoever had it before me didn't take real good care of it. I don't have the original stuff that the car came with, so I feel alright doing this kind of build, doing a resto mod. And every time I've seen resto mod builds on YouTube, it's always like a video of still shots where some shop was making this resto mod build for someone else, and you really don't get to see all the steps going into it. Yeah, they can custom this and that because they have enough money to do that, enough people to do it, but you can do most of the stuff at home, in your garage, at your own shop, whatever it may be. So all those vids kind of make it look like a resto mod is out of your reach, but it's really not. I mean, you can do a little bit of a resto mod to your vehicle, or you can do like full out. I've seen it before where almost nothing of the old vehicle is left, and they totally change a bunch of stuff. So it just depends on how far you want to go. Do you want to do a complete custom? Do you want to do a little bit of stuff on your own in your garage or whatnot? And that's what I plan on doing. So I'm going to take you around the vehicle. Like I said, I've been taking this apart for a couple of years, and then it sat in storage. And now that I've got my own house and garage, I can finally start working on it again. So I'll take you around the vehicle, show you some stuff I've already done, show you some parts and stuff I've got laying around, and we'll go from there. So here we go. All right. So if I can get the garage the door here, there we go. I've got the interior pretty much taken out. There are some things that need work. The floorboards look pretty good, but we'll see. Depending on when I get it sandblasted. I've got some interior parts. There's some stuff I'm missing, some stuff I'm not. Still have to take out the dash. But I think, most everything looks pretty good. I got to take out the glass still. The windshield and the rear glass have to come out. Probably going to have like a glass company do that for me. I don't want to ruin the glass, break it, and then have to spend tons of money on it. There are some spots that are kind of concerning, but we'll see if we can fix them. I've got the engine out. Most of everything is out of this, transmission and drive shaft and all that. But maybe I'll keep this K-member and slap the 440 in it, or maybe I'll get a new one. There's other companies out there that have K-members for older cars where they accept newer engines. So that's something that we can talk about later, and maybe people are interested in it. Windshield is in pretty good condition. I haven't really cleaned it much since I got it out of storage. I did the trunk lid, sanded it down. There's some holes and stuff in it. So I was able to do that myself. I got some trim pieces in here. Stuff I'm going to keep, some stuff I'm not. Got some window parts there that make the window go up and down. Let's see. So I got some spots that kind of worry me, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, some spots are kind of going through, but they don't really make body panels for these. It was only 2 years of this, so not a whole lot of options, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Sanded down this door. This door looks pretty good. It does have some dents in it though, but for the most part pretty solid. And like I said, if I could get this made into carbon fiber, that would be awesome, because it would save a ton of weight. Some spots are really good, not worried about some stuff, and then some spots are kind of bad, so we'll see. So yeah, this car came with a lot of trim. It came like up here all the way down the side of the car to the front end. Trim around the whole tail light that runs the back end. I don't know if I want to keep that. There's some C-chrome trim pieces around the grill. Excuse me. And I want to keep that and the grill, but the headlights are kind of heavy, so we'll see what happens with that. All right. So yeah, little walk around. I've got some parts that were on the car that don't normally come on the car. I plan on selling those, get some money to put stuff on that I do want on the vehicle. So I did a walk around the car. I hope you guys are interested in tagging along with me when I do this build. I think it's going to look awesome when it's done. It's going to be fast. It's going to be mean looking. And I would totally love if you guys tag along and learn some stuff. And just remember that, you know, you can do this kind of stuff in your garage. Yes, it'll take time, but, you know, it'll look awesome when you're done. There's nothing cooler than making your own car, pretty much. So, again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. It's going to be an awesome ride, and hopefully we get to take an awesome ride in this car when it's done. So thanks again, and be safe out there.